So today, because it's the last meeting for December 2021, I really wanted to talk about stepping into that next level version of yourself, right? I'm reading this book and it's amazing. It's called Atomic Habits. You've probably seen it on like social media. It's like white and it's a really, really good book. And while I'm reading the book, it's not so much about the habits that we create when it comes to personal development or anything along those lines. It has nothing to do with that. It actually has everything to do with becoming the identity of the person that already has the thing that you are working towards. That's the key. It's becoming that version of yourself. It's not about running the 5K. It's about becoming the runner, okay? It's not about writing a book. It's about becoming the writer. It's not about starting a business. It's about becoming an entrepreneur. That's where people get mixed up. When you bring an identity into you, there is no possible thing but for the energetic equivalent to come through. That's all there is to it. When it comes to money, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to anything, right? This whole fucking universe is energy. It is what you are an energetic match to. It has nothing to do with the fucking 555 method or the 369 manifestation method or all the visualization. If you're not an energetic match to what it is that you are trying to call in, it's not coming in. We know this, right? Like this is something that like all the manifestation teachers, all the books, everything like that, they tell us it's an energetic thing. It's an energetic match. But I think that we get so tripped up when it comes to, actually manifesting the thing and all the things that we need to do. We need to journal. We need to do this. We need to do that. All that shit. And it's like, no. You want to write a book? Good. You become a writer. You don't write the book. This whole year, 2021, it wasn't about me writing the book. It was never about me writing the book. It was about me becoming a writer. It was about me kind of being a method actor, if you will, right? When I wasn't feeling like a writer, when I wasn't feeling like a leader, I still was because I made it part of my identity. That's the secret sauce. It has nothing to do with all of the methods and all of the shit and how many times you listen to The Secret or anything like that. The habits that we create to bring us to our next level self ultimately is about us. It's always been about us. It's always been about us going to that next level version. And everybody's next level version looks really different. It looks really different. My next level version is writing another book and then writing another book. That's my next level. But Katie's next level is different than mine. But we get to decide what our next level is. That's the great thing about it. We get to decide what our 2022 version looks like. And then we have the power to step into her. We have the power to start showing up as her. Nobody is born. I know a lot of us, we're either starting a business, thinking about starting a business and everything like that. I don't believe anybody is born with business savvy. Nobody is born with business savvy, right? You have to become that person that is able to weather the storm. You have to become that resilient, badass bitch that can deal with the shit that entrepreneurial shit comes with it. It's becoming. You become her. What does she look like? This is something that if you really want that next level, and I know that all of you do, what does your next level look like? What does she look like? What kind of coffee does she drink? What kind of clothes does she wear? Does she drink fancy electrolyte water or tap water? Does she drink celery juice or Diet Coke? Does she wear big sunglasses? Does she not? Does she watch Gilmore Girls or does she watch documentaries? Who is she? Get to know her. Does she go to bed early? Does she wake up early? Does she have orgasms at 12 p.m. on a Tuesday? Just because? Does she take a big deep breath before walking into a meeting to remember her power? Does she come home and light a fire for herself and just reminisce about her day? What does she do? How does she act? What does she do? What does she do? La 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 la. What does she do when a man disrespects her? How does she handle it? I want you to really be thinking about this. When I'm asking you these questions, I really want you to let it simmer. Let it simmer. Let it simmer for you. Who is she? When a trigger comes up, how does she handle it? When she feels threatened, what does she do? When she finds herself in an uncomfortable situation, what are the words that she says to herself? What books are scattered throughout her home? What songs are on her playlist that she plays to hype herself up? What podcast does she listen to? Intuitive Souls podcast, Intuitive Souls podcast, Intuitive Souls podcast. How does she walk? How does she talk? What does she do to connect to spirit? What motivational quotes are on her Pinterest boards and on her cell phone and on post-it notes? How does she handle adversity? What does it feel like when her intuition touches her? On her most badass day, what is the outfit she's wearing? Who does she look up to? Who are the powerful women that she follows on Instagram? How much money is in her bank account? What would she say to you at this moment? What has she already healed? What are her belief systems that she lives her life by? When it comes to spirit, how confident is she in her own abilities to channel? On a scale to 1 to 10, how much does she trust herself? What is important to her? So now I want us to just go and I want to get nice and comfortable. Take a couple of big deep breaths. Just release the day. Release any tension. Let's get our back up, our shoulders back. Close our eyes. I want you to just focus in on your natural breathing, really quieting your mind, coming back into your body, just bringing yourself back into your body, calling your energy back from wherever you left it. Go ahead and open up your palms and allow them to face outward at this time. And just with your thought alone, I want you to go ahead and call your energy back. Call your energy back from whoever took it, from wherever you left it. Begin calling it back and envisioning rainbows coming and landing in your palms. You may feel tingling, warm sensation. This is you receiving your energy, what is rightfully yours, back. Noticing any energetic shifts, any sensations. Just taking note of how it feels when your power is getting restored. And begin bringing your awareness to your heart center and envisioning a beautiful green and allowing this door to open gradually. And begin making your way closer to the door and begin tuning into the energy that's on the other side of this door. On the other side of this door is your next level self. How do you feel when you come into her energy? Just allow yourself to be in that energy. Allow yourself to embody that energy. And from the ground up, I want you to look at her. What is she wearing? What perfume is she wearing? What jewelry does she have on? What makeup does she have? What does her hair look like? And just continue going closer to her, just still taking note of her energy, how it feels, letting this energy consume you, ground you, protect you, guide you. And then in a blink of an eye, you're looking at a mirror because you already are your next level self. She is not someone that you strive to be. She is the woman you already are. All of her characteristics, all of her strengths, you already have. All of the inspiration that she has in her life, you already have. All of the music she listens to, you already have. All of the love she holds for herself and for everyone else, you already have. All of the power that you feel when you are near her, you already have. It has never been about becoming. It has always been about remembering. And I want you to gradually start stepping away from the mirror. Bring yourself closer back to the green door and stepping on the outside of that door and closing it. And just bringing yourself back into your body, back into the present moment. I think we can get really, really tripped up in the uphill battle that is spiritual and personal development, right? I want better evidence as a medium. I want to be a better fucking intuitive. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better woman. I want to be a more empowered woman. And it's always going up the hill. It's always looking like it's so far out of reach, like it's something that we have to strive to become. And I think that's what society wants us to think, that it's like this uphill, hard fucking battle, and it costs lots of money and lots of Tony Robbins events and a lot of self-help books and a lot of podcasts and a lot of fucking Nicki Minaj songs and fucking Fergie songs and all of that good shit, when it's not. It's never been about that. It's about remembering that this is already innately inside of you. All of these things that you wrote down for your next level version, they're already in you. You are already that person. You are already that woman. It's already there. Maybe your next level self is a little bit more bigger with the confidence. Maybe she has a little bit more confidence. Maybe she has a lot more strength. But the strength is already there. The seed has already been planted. The roots create the fruits. Every single thing that you put down on your notebook or on your paper, I can probably guarantee you that some of that is already true. Am I right? Are you already listening to those podcasts? Do you already have those books in your Amazon cart that you haven't fucking ordered yet? Do you already listen to those hype songs? You already are her. You're already her. You know, for me, choosing to be that next level version of myself isn't like a one and done kind of thing. And I think this is where we often get tripped up when it comes to personal development, specifically. You know, people think that you read one book or you listen to one podcast or you do one meditation and like, boom, you're healed. No, the subconscious mind thrives on repetition. It needs repetition. You've been thinking these beliefs and these thoughts for what, 30 fucking years? You have to give yourself a little bit of grace when it comes to unlearning these beliefs that have been bestowed within you your whole life. You have to give yourself grace. If you have had a limiting belief saying that you are not enough, I am not worthy for 28 years, you better give yourself some fucking patience and some grace when it comes to unlearning that and completely rewiring that to I am worthy. If you have a limiting belief around money and that you're only deserving of this much, or money doesn't grow on trees, or money's hard to obtain, or something like that. And this has been an ingrained belief not only in your belief systems, but your parents' belief systems for many, many generations. You got to give yourself some grace. That shit's not going to change overnight, honey. And this isn't a thing where you do it one and you're done. This is a lifetime thing. We continue to do it. Because every time we raise the bar, every time we get to another level, there's going to be another limiting belief that you have to work through. Every time you get to another level, your expansion is much bigger, okay? And something that we have to remember is like healing is not linear by any means. We will work through things at the level that we are able to at a particular time. But then 2 or 3 or 4 years down the road, that thing might start hurting again. And that's only because you're at a different level. You're at a different level of understanding. You're at a different level of being able to forgive the person, forgive yourself, forgive the situation. And we have to remember this. Growth is a lifelong thing. It really is. A lot of people quit. I don't want you guys to quit. Each one of you has a vision or a dream to open a business, a dream to help others, a dream to shine your fucking light, a dream to be a psychic medium and to connect people with people that have crossed over. Those are dreams worth living. Those are dreams worth coming into a fucking reality. Those are dreams that actually the world needs right now to become manifested and true. I think we can all agree on that. Like, seriously, the world's a shit show. We need more lighthouses. We need more lighthouses. And everybody has your own niche. Everybody has your own vision of what you want your life to be. So it's never about competition. It's never about competition. But remembering that there are going to be days along your path that you are going to want to fucking quit. There are going to be days where you're going to question why you're doing this. There are going to be days where you are going to want to just lay in bed and fuck the world. There are going to be days where you're going to hit rock bottom, but you always get up. You always persevere. You always remember that next level self. You always remember that you are that next level self. Your next level self will fall down. She's gonna fuck up. She's gonna make mistakes. She's gonna trip and fall in front of a bunch of people, but she gets up and she keeps going. We don't run in the corner. We don't give up over stupid fucking shit. We work through our mind. We work through anything that comes in our way. Everything is figure outable. Everything. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns. I'll tell you that. But they're only twists and they're only turns. So every day, every single day, something that I have that's really been so stupid, but so good in my own journey is I took my kids' Crayola markers. I took some paper and I wrote, what would your next level self do? And I pasted it on top of my ceiling in my bedroom. So every time I wake up at 5:15 in the morning, that is the first thing I see. I see, what would your next level self do? And I ask myself that question. And at 5:15 in the morning in Connecticut, in the middle of winter, where all I want to do is just go back to sleep, I get up and I put a 20-minute timer on my phone and I meditate, because that's what my next level self would do. Maybe your next level self doesn't want to meditate in bed. So you're going to have to get up and make some coffee or journal or shower or work out, but you have to continuously remind yourself, what would she do? Put timers on your phone with notes. Right now, what would my next level self do right now? What would my next level say to me right now to keep me going? Be your own coach. Be your own hype girl. That is, if I can give you anything, wherever you're going in your life, be your own coach, be your own hype girl, be your own mystic. That will be your greatest asset. I promise you. Empower yourself, guide yourself, trust yourself. So now your homework, ladies, is to think of 5 different things that you can do to start integrating your higher self, your next level self into your day. I'm going to stop recording.